Yes, they miss you. They miss you even if you are not around them. Your specific person feels your absence, and they hide this from you. I know you find someone attracted and you want to manifest them, but right now you are not talking to them that much. Maybe you are in no contact, or maybe they are acting cold. But it does not mean that you cannot have them. It is not the end of the story. You can have them in your life. You can make them highly attracted to you. With remote seduction, it is definitely possible. Some of you are wondering, what is this new term, remote seduction? While there are others who know it at a surface level. But, mind you, this is one of the most powerful tools when it comes to manifesting a specific person. This tool can make your life extremely easier when you are dealing with a specific person. Basically, it is a practice to seduce your specific person from a distance. Like any other manifestation practice, you don't have to take any physical actions. You don't have to meet them physically and try to seduce them unless you want a tight slap on your face. Don't tell me that I didn't warn you. Now that you love your face and you don't want others to imprint their finger on it, you are good to go. You have to always keep in mind that you don't have to do anything physically, that's it. This means not showing yourself as a pervy person. Not even sending them weird text messages. So, then what do you have to do? And how can it make them highly attracted towards you even if you are not in contact with them? Firstly, I want to clarify that it does not matter if they are in contact with you. It also doesn't matter if right now they are living near you or they are thousands of miles away from you. The distance does not matter. It works irrespective of your location. Also, your current circumstances do not matter. Often I hear people telling stories about their current circumstances. They are like, this person ghosted me. They did this or that to me. When I met them, they were like this, and now they have become this. They told me that they no longer want me and that they have lost interest in me. Well, keep your story with you. It is just a past story that no longer serves you. Just throw it in a dustbin like you throw the pizza box. Just like when you throw that box in a trash can. You never pick it up and lick it or eat it or just love it or show it to everyone. The same you have to do with your old story. Your old story is a pizza box that served you once. It served you in that present moment when you were having that pizza. Now it is useless. Now it is just a bunch of limitations that you entertain in your mind. They are the negative assumptions that you keep on repeating in your mind. Just throw it away and don't be concerned about it. Now you have become aware of one more thing, and that is that your old story is trash and your current circumstances do not matter. You can use this technique irrespective of your current circumstances. Another thing to keep in mind is that you are not doing all of this to desperately want something. Like many people who fail at manifesting their specific person, they are always in a desperate energy of wanting something from their partner. They are acting like beggars. They are always in need of something. They are always complaining, reacting, and thinking that if they don't get it, then their life is over. I know you want something in your life, but all I am saying is don't become desperate about it. It is not like your life is ending or other people in this world have died. It is not like only 2 of you are left on this planet, and you have to save this world and repopulate it. So, get this in your head. The more desperate you are about wanting it, the more you push away. Also, another thing that people face is that they have these thoughts of failure. They have this failure mentality. They think, what if it doesn't work? Well, to counter that, I just have to say that it will work. In fact, it works the moment you start applying it. So, in short, you have to become detached from it. You are just doing this practice of remote seduction to enjoy it. Keep this in mind that you are doing this to give something to that specific person. That's it. You are doing this with a giver mentality. You are not doing it with a taker's mentality. You are acting like a giver. You are giving pleasure to another. This pleasure will return you in some way. But to receive it back is not the goal of this practice because receiving is automatic once you start giving. The only motive of this practice is to give some feelings to another. In today's time, many people have become so self-centered that they want to receive as much as possible from others without even contributing anything or just contributing very little. This attitude keeps them frustrated in their lives. Life is all about giving, while giving is not only about giving something financially or some material thing. Giving can also be giving good feelings, giving your time, giving your efforts, becoming a good listener, or giving someone a great companionship. I am telling you all of this only because this attitude of giving will help you with this practice. Also, living with this attitude of the giver is the best way to live your life. I have observed that we don't earn money for ourselves. We don't do things for ourselves. We have this innate ability of providing. Like when we buy gifts for another, it feels so good. When we take out a friend or even our parents for dinner and pay the bill with the money that we earned, then we also feel good. So, it is our natural ability to provide. And if you are depressed in your life, start providing another not only with money, but with your time, support, and love. All right, now you are in a good mindset. Now you will be able to apply this technique beautifully and harness this mindset to achieve what you want. As a reminder, from now onward, whenever you are practicing this, don't think that it will work or not. Don't think about distance. Don't think about current circumstance. Don't become desperate about the results. And don't think about the thoughts of failure. Just adopt a giver mindset and start. Now, as you have figured out that you have to give something, the next question that arises is, what do you have to give? You might wonder what it is because you don't have to do anything physically. Then what is it that you have to give to another? Well, you have to give them feelings. You have to give them those high feelings that they feel when they get physically intimate. Now your mind is blown, right? You think I am nuts. In the first place, I am telling you that you don't have to do anything physically. And then I am asking you to make another feel the joy of being physically intimate. Well, I am not nuts. You can give those feelings to another even without touching them physically. It is looking like an abstract topic because you haven't heard much about it. No one in your environment talked about it, or maybe you heard about it from here and there, but you never understood it. Like, you never heard that your thought travels to another. You never heard that you are constantly sending and receiving thoughts. You were chatting with people even before social media existed. Just because you cannot see thoughts traveling, it does not mean they do not exist. How many of you can see the waves that travel from your phone to another phone when you make a call? How many of you can see the waves that are heating your food when you switch on your microwave? How many of you can see the signals that are transmitting from your Wi-Fi to all your smart devices? You don't see them, right? But you know they exist. You don't exactly know how they are working. You don't exactly know why they work. Even if you cannot see them, you understand that they are working even if you are not able to look at them with your physical eyes. You are not denying them just because you cannot see them. Instead, you are making use of them. You are using them to enhance your life. You are using them to make your life comfortable. In the same fashion, your thoughts and feelings travel to another. You cannot see them with your physical eyes. You cannot touch them, but they travel and they travel faster. The moment you think and feel about someone, it travels to that another. This is how quickly it works. I know this might not sound familiar to you. I don't want you to believe all of this, and I don't want you to disbelieve it. All I am saying is that you just test it out. You just try it and see for yourself. You will know what I am saying. You will understand all of this. At first it would appear to be a coincidence, but slowly as more such events repeat themselves, you will understand that you are creating them. You are making these events. So, just try it and find it yourself. Now, what do you have to do? You have to give those feelings of pleasure to another person remotely. You have to seduce another using your mind. Your mind is a very powerful tool. You don't know it yet. Even while you are watching this video, it is performing many functions in your body. It is pumping your blood. It is making you breathe. It is digesting your food. And it is repairing your muscles. It is doing all of this and much more without even your conscious efforts. So, don't take the power of your mind lightly. It is a very powerful tool and can do many things. In this technique, you have to give the feeling of joy and happiness using your mind power. You have to do this by closing your eyes and going in a relaxed state. Getting in the relaxed state is one of the most important aspects of successfully using this technique. Getting in a relaxed state will help you to concentrate, as you will remove many distractions. If you follow this in your initial days, then in some time, within months, you will reach a place where you can perform this practice even with your eyes open. You can do this publicly. But since you are a beginner, I advise you to go in a quiet place. Maybe start by doing this at night or early in the morning. Just go to a room, sit comfortably in a chair, or just sit on your bed with your back against the wall. The motive behind this is to get as comfortable as possible so you don't change your directions in between the practice of using your mind power. Also, I advise you to silence your phone. You don't have to get distracted by the noise of notifications. In today's time, the moment the phone notification comes, our eyes automatically turn towards our phone. Our mind automatically gets distracted, and we start to wonder about it. This is very common. Now that you have followed what I told you, you have to relax your body and take a few deep breaths. And after doing so, you have to picture the person that you want to give these feelings to. You have to picture them in your mind's eye. Just look at them. If you have trouble doing it, just focus on some special markings on their body. They might have some birthmark. They might have some scar. They might have some mole. They might have something unique on their body. Maybe they have abs, or maybe they are fat. Maybe they are skinny and you can see their collarbone. Maybe they have stretch marks on a special place. Maybe they have hair on their body. You will always find something unique about them. You have to become aware of this uniqueness. It will help you to imagine them extremely easily. Give them some time and start looking at them in your mind's eye. The catch here is that you have to look at them without any clothes. Yes, this is what this technique is all about. See them in your mind's eyes without anything on. Now, some of you will call it a fantasy, but it does not end here. You have to do as I say, just imagine them. Due to the limitations of this platform, I cannot talk openly about it. I cannot use some other terms to explain it in detail, but I know you are getting the idea of what you have to do. I am designing a course. It will be on a different platform where I can speak those terms without any issue. I know this course is taking some time, but right now I am getting that inspiration at a slow pace. There is lots of information, and it can confuse anyone, but I want to keep this course as simple as possible, which is why I require some time. But, for now, just imagine them. Imagine them in such a state. When you do this, the next thing that you have to do is touch them with your imaginary hands. As I told you, nothing has to be done physically. You have to touch them in your imagination with your imaginary hands. Try to feel it. At first, you will not be able to do it fully. You might get distracted by other thoughts, and some might even feel shy. But do it. Take out some time and do it. Just touch and feel. You have to follow a giver mentality. Here you don't have to get lost in your joy. You have to give them joy. You have to provide them satisfaction. You have to do it. I won't teach you how you have to do it. You know it very well. You are a master at doing it. With this idea of giving them the best time of their life, you have to perform it. Just concentrate. Your mind might wander, but you have to bring your attention back and find the joy in giving them joy. Just do it. Do it for 15 minutes. Do it 3 times a day for a minimum of 15 minutes. This is the practice that will make them attracted towards you. It will make them highly interested in you. It is because the moment you start doing this is the moment they start feeling all of this. I know after hearing this you are scared. But you don't have to worry because they won't get to know that you are providing them with this feeling. They won't think that you are sitting in your house doing all of this. Instead, they will think that it is their own idea. They will think that they are doing this, and the cool thing is that when you perform this, it will give them pleasure, and when they get pleasure, they will start thinking about you, not in a way that you are doing all of this. But, randomly, they will get the ideas about you when receiving this pleasure, and they will start associating you with this pleasure. They will start associating you with all these good feelings. And when they do this, they automatically get attracted towards you. You are shocked, right? Well, it works. For it to work, you have to be consistent with it. Consistency is the key to everything. Being consistent will give you massive results with everything. Just start following this practice even if they told you that you are not of their type. Just do this even if it feels like they are not interested in you. All of this is going to change. The beauty about doing this is that immediately at that very particular moment they start receiving those signals. They start getting turned on. And ideas about you flash in their mind. And they think it is their own idea. It is not like it takes months to receive this. It is immediate. As I already told you that thoughts and feelings travel at an extremely fast speed. So try it because it will change your life in a very short amount of time. But don't get attached to it. Don't get desperate about wanting it. I already told you it puts unnecessary pressure when you get desperate about something. Also, you don't have to force it. You just have to allow it. You have to allow them to have those feelings of satisfaction. In your mind's eye, you have to view them as getting satisfied. In your mind's eye, you can watch them having a good reaction when you start giving them joy. It is all about how confident you are within yourself. It is about how often you do it. Don't worry about when or how. When and how are not your concerns. The moment you do it, the moment they get attracted towards you. Even if you are in no contact, they start missing you. They start thinking about you nonstop, and they are getting wildly attracted towards you. They start associating those feelings with you, and you magnetically pull them towards you. In the majority of the cases, they won't come running towards you to tell you that they feel different about you. But that does not mean that nothing is changing. It is just like they don't want to act weird, so they are acting in a certain way. Even when you start liking another, when you get attracted to another, you don't run to that other and tell them that you are wildly attracted to them. You don't do it all of a sudden. It takes time. You build that comfort by interacting with them daily. You build that environment where you confess things beautifully. So, don't expect them to land on your bed in minutes of performing this. Doing this will change their feelings towards you. You will notice a change in their behavior. If you talk to them frequently, then you can notice a change in their texting style. They might start flirting with you, and they will start showing interest in you. If you see them daily, let's say you see them in class or office, then you will notice their body language changing. You will notice them checking you out. And you will notice a change in their behavior. It is like earlier they saw you as a friend or kept you in that friend zone. Now they are reconsidering their decision about you. They are changing their mind and thinking of you more romantically. It is all happening. And they are thinking that it is their own idea. So, don't worry, whatever your circumstances are, they are going to change. And it will happen quickly if you follow this practice on a consistent basis. You have done this in the past as well. You have done it unconsciously. Now you just have to make it a conscious process. By doing this, you will also feel the joy, but the idea behind this is to provide that joy to your specific person. I am reminding you again that you are doing it with the mentality of providing those feelings to your specific person. Receiving them is not a goal here. By providing, you automatically receive, so your attention has to be concentrated on your specific person feeling satisfied. Are you going to try it? Tell me in the comments section. Also, you can manifest it all if you stay persistent in your imaginal activity. I have seen people manifest calls from their specific person by using a guided meditation that I designed a while ago. You too can benefit from it. You can find it by clicking on the first video that now appears on the top right corner of the screen.